And
Yes.
we are live. Okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone. We have Dr. Rizwan Khan with us today and we are blessed to have him from abroad. Thank you so much for joining in and giving us your precious time. We would love to have an interactive session with you. Kindly just give us your short introduction so that people could know that who are you and where are you from and what are your expertise and so just we could have more and more interactive session. My name is Safa Ishtiaq, and let's hear a word from Dr. Iswan.
Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum, Jannat. मेरा नाम Dr. Rizwan है. I'm originally from Pakistan, from Karachi. I lived there. I started my career with A.F. Ferguson and Company, which is an affiliate company of PricewaterhouseCoopers. After doing my chartered accountancy, then I moved abroad in ASEAN region. At that time, people were going to Middle East, but I never fancied that region for one reason or the other. So for the last 15 years, I am based in Southeast Asia. I have been in Thailand, in Cambodia, in Vietnam. Apart from that, I'm a speaker as well. I have been to conferences around the globe in USA, in Europe, and Singapore, just to name a few. I'm PhD, that's why the name Doctor. That's just a brief introduction. Right now, I'm in
Thank you so
Vietnam,
much.
and you can see probably the light behind me. So these are the
Yeah,
lights from Vietnam.
perfect, perfect. Okay, so what is your experience related finance industry and how did it give you a booster for your own business?
As I mentioned, that I did my chartered accountancy both from Pakistan and from UK, and
Yes.
after some time, then I decided that I moved to consulting area. Then, for the last 12 years, I decided that I should work on my own. So currently, I'm heading a company. It's an American company, DRGA Global Associates LLC.
Hmm.
It's basically in private equity financing, consulting, and other areas. And apart from that, I'm also managing a manufacturing company as a CFO and CIO,
Yeah,
being a
yeah.
minor shareholder in that company.
Hmm.
And also a Vietnamese company, Bistec Consulting, where we provide the IT services, cybersecurity, blockchain, etc., to the people.
All right, that's perfect. So, what are your thoughts about the global digital transformation that has been happened in during this COVID-19? Because you know that a lot of SMEs, a lot of businesses have got affected due to this lockdown. So, what are your thoughts on it, and what advice you will give to those SMEs who have been shut down for a longer time? Because no one is aware that when this lockdown will be ended, and no one is aware that how they're going to take their business into upcoming days or months even.
Definitely, digital transformation is long overdue. In my opinion, it has been delayed for at least 15 years. All over the world, we should have gone digital, but we did
Yeah.
not for one
Hmm.
reason or the other. Office culture, physical presence, and all these things were there, but there is no uh, shortcut for not going digital. What we are seeing right now.
Hmm.
अभी हमने देखा कि वो सारी jobs जो लोगों जहन में ये था कि जी इसमें लाजमी है कि आप जाएं,
Hmm.
फिजिकल प्रेजेंस हो आपकी, वो सारी चेंज हो गई. For example, education industry, for example, training, for
Hmm.
example, finance and all these things.
Hmm.
अच्छा, क्लाउड पे तो हम बहुत पहले से हम लोग मौजूद हैं और
Hmm.
वहाँ क्लाउड पे मौजूद होने से मुराद ये कि we have been using cloud. But now the COVID-19 has given an opportunity to change the way we are working and look
Hmm.
at it from a different perspective.
Hmm.
In my opinion, digital transformation से ज़्यादा जो एक चीज़ अभी आई है, that is more of virtualization. जहाँ
Yes.
पे हम अब सारा काम जो है वो virtual पे जा रहे हैं slowly.
Hmm.
In Vietnam, for last 3 weeks, we have social distancing, which is
Hmm.
not exactly like lockdown, but it's this kind of movement is restricted.
Hmm.
Intercity transport is cancelled. There's no public
Yes.
transport, etc. And we observe that actually we can perform the task sitting at home. There are pros and cons, definitely, but
Yes.
again, I mean, there's nothing 100% perfect.
Hmm. So, what advice you will give to those SMEs who just recently started their business and now they're having difficulties taking their business online? So, what about them? How they could take this opportunity as a digital transformation for themselves?
Okay. Uh, just let me give you one example in Vietnam. आज से 10 साल पहले वियतनाम में एक company आई, it's called Rocket Internet. They started a company called Lazada.
Okay.
Lazada is what in Pakistan you call Daraz PK. So it's all
Mm-hmm.
basically under the same umbrella.
Okay.
10 साल पहले जब उन्होंने काम शुरू किया, nobody thought that e-commerce will be so popular in Vietnam. Right now, what you can do is you can sit at home for 1 month and you can get everything delivered at your place. You don't even have to get out of the door of your home. So this is something that has taken place. You don't have to. I give you example of Vietnam as a benchmark to look into Pakistan scenario as well. अच्छा, यहाँ पे अगर आप वियतनाम में देखें तो यहाँ पे लैंग्वेज इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट बैरियर. यहाँ पे इंग्लिश नहीं
Okay.
बोली जाती है,
Okay.
मेनली वियतनामीज.
Okay.
उसके बावजूद यहाँ यहाँ पे जो है लोगों ने ई कॉमर्स पे भी आ गए, डिजिटल
Okay.
पेमेंट्स पे भी आ गए.
Mm.
Then all you can think of. So SMEs have to look into their business processes and they have to streamline with the online presence. And then they see that how they can do the collaboration in all other areas. There are different tools that are available. Cloud हम सब लोग इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. अच्छा, क्लाउड की टर्मिनोलॉजी जो है बहुत ही रिसेंट टाइम में पिछले 10-15 साल से ज्यादा पॉपुलर हुई है. बट वी हैव बीन यूजिंग क्लाउड फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम. आपको
Yes.
शायद याद होगा एक जमाने में हॉटमेल की
Yes.
हॉटमेल हम यूज करते थे. आई डोंट नो if you were using at that time, but
I am still
एक
using
जमाने
it.
में. No, you're still using it, but at that time, Hotmail was only 2 MB, 2 megabyte,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was back in 95, 97, and I've
Yeah.
been using since then. And then Yahoo and all these things. So these were a cloud already. So what
Yes.
has changed is that now the computing is transferred to the cloud as well. That means कि अब आपको computing जो पहले आप सर्वर रखते थे, सर्वर रखने की जगह आपने सारी चीजें क्लाउड पे मूव कर दी. अगर आप मेरी कंपनी का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देखें, so we are hybrid. So we have 50% on cloud and we have 50% on premise. On premises basically is more like the some of the critical services like backup and all this and that, which we can actually move to cloud 100%. But for a
Yes.
variety of reasons, we decided to keep it in the in-house. The second thing in digital transformation for SMEs is Industry 4.0 or smart industry.
Yes.
इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन के कई फेजेस आए.
Mm.
Revolution, Industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, etc. So steam
Yeah.
engine to mechanization to computer aided thing, and now we are talking about computer integrated. That means everything is controlled by computer. Even my manufacturing company is moving towards smart industry.
Virtually.
I would say that we
Okay.
are roughly 70-80% there. There are still some processes that need to be done, but we have to think about it. और पाकिस्तान में बहुत सारी इंडस्ट्रीज, इवन लार्ज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज भी ऐसी हैं, दे आर थिंकिंग अबाउट इट, दे आर
Yes.
मूविंग टुवर्ड्स दैट.
Yes.
So they have to look into this, and the idea that the human being should be in the office to work, it may be true to some extent, but not 100%. You can still get things done at home, provided that you have the space to work at there.
Yes.
So what are the benefits for that? So the benefits are that the employee is using his own device, his own electricity, his own internet, his own space. So basically for businesses, it's a win-win situation. For employees, it's a win-win situation. For businesses, it's win-win situation. And what I have seen, not in my company, but in other clients, that they have actually become more efficient while they are working from home. And why is this so? Because they have the time to spend more time with their families, and they have more time to get their private things done. So they don't have to go out of the office and do the things. That is one thing. The other thing is because of this social distancing and lockdown and all these things. So the food delivery and all these things becoming really popular even in Pakistan.
Yes.
So
Yes.
moving forward, I would say that for SMEs, for manufacturing industry, even for service industry, they have to look at smart industry or Industry 4.0. For other, in general, we have to look at the supply chain management. That is
Yes.
the key right
I
now.
totally agree with you. Exactly, yes. And that is the major issue that Pakistanis are not adopting this online business system. They're still waiting that a magic would come and everything will be fine and normal just like before, but it is going to take a long time and people have to understand it. Even those Pakistani mindset who have been running their businesses in a traditional way as per the factories has been shut down, the clothing brands has been shut down. Many of the people, those e-commerce businesses we were talking about before, right? They have taken their business online and digitally as well, but again, they are facing a lot of barriers as per online payment gateway system. They're very weak here in Pakistan. They have to use a third party, right? And as per those, it's all about the mindset that people are just simply not adapting whatever is happening around. They are just still waiting for these things to be get normalized. So in that case, people who are entrepreneurs, who are female entrepreneurs, what they are having difficulties that they don't know how to operate their team digitally. We have given them some management tools. They are using some online tools to manage their team as per Trello, as per Slack. But again, they cannot look after for time, right? Time management उनको अभी नहीं आ रहा पाकिस्तान में रहते हुए लोगों
Right.
को. एंड एक लॉकडाउन, दूसरा रमजान. रमजान में most of the female entrepreneurs spend their time on their businesses as well as in the kitchen as well, which has somehow affected their own business. So in that terms, what will you advise to those female entrepreneurs to manage their time?
देखिए जी, रमजान इज जस्ट फॉर अ मंथ, और अब तो मेरा ख्याल से 20-22 दिन रह गए. सो वंस इट इज ओवर देन थिंग्स विल गेट बेटर. दैट इज वन थिंग. ऑफ कोर्स रमजान का मुबारक महीना भी है, जाहिर बात है, ये सेल्फ कंट्रोल एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. तो वो तो एक अपनी जगह पे है. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, देखिए यहाँ पे एक तो ट्रस्ट लेवल बहुत मुश्किल है पाकिस्तान में.
Exactly.
एंड एंड द रीजन इज के कस्टमर जो है वो आपको तफरी में ऑर्डर दे देगा, और जब आप ऑर्डर लेके जाएंगे वो बोलेगा मैंने तो ऑर्डर नहीं दिया. सो
मैं टेस्ट
दिस
कर
इज
रहा था कि आप लोग इस हालत में देते हैं कि नहीं.
एग्जैक्टली
Some lame
एग्जैक्टली मैं
excuses,
टेस्ट कर
yeah.
रहा था. एग्जैक्टली
Yeah.
अच्छा, ये जनरल बात नहीं कर रहा मैं, डिफरेंट कॉजेज बता रहा हूँ कि क्यों
जी.
ई कॉमर्स इतनी पॉपुलर नहीं है. तो
हम्म.
आई वुड से कि अच्छा, वहाँ शायद पंजाब में एक रेस्क्यू 1122 या समथिंग लाइक
जी
दैट
जी
है
जी
आपकी.
जी 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 जी.
आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली 1120 समथिंग लाइक दैट.
वन वन
एनीवे,
डबल टू.
तो जी उसमें 90% प्रैंक कॉल्स जाती हैं. अब आप देखें कि मतलब ये,
गॉड.
इसमें आप देखें कि क्या हमारे मुल्क का हाल है. अच्छा, एक तो ये हमें माइंडसेट थोड़ा सा चेंज करना पड़ेगा.
जी.
अच्छा, दूसरा ये कि जो दूसरा रीजन है वो ये कि जो बिजनेसेस हैं उनके एंड पे भी प्रॉब्लम है कि आप ऑर्डर कुछ करते हैं, आपको मिलता कुछ है. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो
एग्जैक्टली.
अनदर वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट
एग्जैक्टली.
रीजन फॉर मिसट्रस्ट. अच्छा, अब
एग्जैक्टली.
मैं अपनी एग्जांपल देता हूँ. वियतनाम में फॉर एग्जांपल, अभी मैं जिस फोन से आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ, जो मैं हेड ईयरफोन यूज कर रहा हूँ, दे आर ऑल ऑर्डर्ड ऑनलाइन. मैंने कहीं पे भी, मैं फिजिकल स्टोर में, आई थिंक फॉर द लास्ट 3 इयर्स मैं कहीं पे भी नहीं गया हूँ फिजिकल स्टोर में. आई जस्ट ऑर्डर ऑनलाइन एवरीथिंग. वो चाहे दूध हो, चाहे वो एयर कंडीशन हो, एवरीथिंग इज डिलीवर्ड. एंड इफ यू डोंट लाइक इट, यू कैन रिटर्न इट. इट्स एज
और
सिंपल
रिटर्न
एज दैट.
पॉलिसी बहुत अच्छी है.
जी, बहुत अच्छी रिटर्न पॉलिसी है. एंड इफ यू पे बाय क्रेडिट कार्ड फॉर एग्जांपल, यू गेट द रिफंड बैक, यू कैन कीप ट्रैक ऑफ दैट. तो एक तो पहले तो हमें बेसिक फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी लेके आनी पड़ेगी मुल्क में, जो कि
एग्जैक्टली.
बहुत ही मिसिंग है. लोगों को आइडिया नहीं है कि किस तरह अपने फाइनेंसेस मैनेज करें, किस तरह उस पर
एग्जैक्टली.
जाएं. और ये
आई वाज अबाउट टू टॉक
मैंने
अबाउट इट.
एग्जैक्टली, सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द थिंग. अच्छा, ये बहुत, मैंने फाइनेंस प्रोफेशनल्स भी देखे हैं जो नहीं मैनेज कर पाते अपने पर्सनल फाइनेंसेस. द सेकंड थिंग इज आईटी. हमारे यहाँ आईटी को बड़ा हवा बना दिया जाता है.
बहुत.
एवरीबडी थिंक्स दैट आईटी इज द की. यस, आईटी इज द की, बट आईटी इज द की टूल ओनली. अगर आपके
या.
बिजनेस प्रोसेसेस सही नहीं है तो आईटी उसमें कुछ भी नहीं कर पाएगी. यू हैव टू फिक्स योर बिजनेस प्रोसेसेस, एंड देन यू विल लुक एट आईटी एज अ टूल टू ब्रिंग मोर एफिशिएंसी. अच्छा, अब जो हमारे यहाँ आईटी के कुछ ज्यादातर, तो मैं हमेशा एडवोकेट करता हूँ कि जी पाकिस्तानी प्रोग्रामर्स आर one of the best programmers in the world, and after them I find that Vietnamese programmers are also very good. They are pretty much at par with Pakistani programmers. लेकिन इसमें एक बहुत छोटा सा आईटी सेक्टर में एक तबका है जो जिनकी अप्रोच ये होती है जी I want to work something, you give me advance, and then they just disappear. And they never
Hmm.
think about the repeat business. Again, this is the level
Exactly.
of mistrust. मेरे
Hmm.
साथ भी ये experience हो चुके हैं. I try to promote from Pakistan, and then they don't do that, and then they start blaming you, this and that. So this is not the way of doing business. Uh,
Hmm.
we have a company in Vietnam. हम यहाँ पे जब कोई काम करते हैं, we sign an agreement and then we discuss with the customer. Sometimes I would say that 3-4% time customer says I'm not happy, and then we say okay, if you're not happy, then you don't have to pay, because
Okay.
then it builds the trust and the rapport.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
unfortunately हमारे मुल्क में एक बहुत ही छोटी सी percentage IT की ऐसी है कि जी give me an advance, and
Hmm.
if I don't work anything, then that's it, it's your loss. So this is
Hmm.
not the way going forward. Number one. अच्छा ये आईटी साइड पे हो गया. कंज्यूमर साइड पे जो आईटी के कंज्यूमर हैं, वहां पे भी इशू ये है कि जी हमारे मोबाइल फोन को सिर्फ यूट्यूब देखने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है इन जनरल, राइट.
Point.
आप
Yeah.
देखेंगे छोटे छोटे से बच्चे जो 1.5-2 साल के बच्चे जो
Yeah.
फीडर नहीं पी सकते, और वो मोबाइल फोन पे ऐसे चैंपियन खेल रहे होते हैं. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी वेरी बैड एस्पेक्ट
Hmm.
ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इन
Hmm.
पाकिस्तान. तो हमें
Hmm.
टेक्नोलॉजी को क्रिएटिवली यूज करना चाहिए, नंबर वन. नंबर टू, ट्रस्ट बिल्डिंग जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है.
Hmm.
Recently, there's an e-commerce policy introduced by the government that is a very positive step. And I believe that this government is doing a lot more things that are needed. Digital Pakistan is one of the example. And all
Exactly.
these
Yes.
things, I mean, inshallah, we will go there. But
Hmm.
right now, the scenario, and I say that there are so many opportunities right now in Pakistan
Hmm.
that people
Hmm.
can start. Abhi, I think recently there's a company started called Sada Pay, and they are
Yeah.
bringing the debit card, and
Yes.
they are doing,
Online.
apparently they are doing quite well. I'm
Yes.
not really sure about who they are and how they are going to work on that, but I just saw that just this morning. So these things are there, and we can move forward from there.
Okay. So, what advice you will give to those entrepreneurs who don't know how to manage their finance? मुझे बहुत सारे, because I'm also into a lot of entrepreneurship stuff, right? And people ask me कि पैसे आ तो रहे हैं, पैसे हम लोग डिफरेंट रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम से वी आर ब्रिंगिंग अप द मनी, बट वी डोंट नो कि वो जा किधर रहे हैं. We don't know how to spend that money. We don't know how to put it back to our business. We don't know how to recycle it. हमें नहीं पता हमारे finances किधर जा रहे हैं. हम तो बहुत अच्छा business कर रहे हैं, and but we don't know how to take and look after for the net profit. So is there any tool we can look for, or is there any Excel sheet to maintain that profit loss sheet for their businesses, and what finance advice you will be giving to those people for those particular tasks to maintain their finances?
Okay. Again, if you can do something on paper, you can do on computer. That's the
Best.
basic rule. तो
Best.
जब जब तक आप को खुद से काम करना नहीं आएगा, कंप्यूटर के आप
Exactly.
एसएपी भी लेके आ जाएं, you will never be able to control anything. So
Hmm.
मैं हमेशा सजेस्ट करता हूँ for entrepreneurs, for startups. In fact, मैंने पाकिस्तान में I started a program called Affiliators, which is a short form for
Okay.
incubator, accelerator, and facilitator, where we provide the services
Best.
to startup for at different stages. So
Okay.
what I tell them that they should go for financial literacy courses.
Hmm.
We do offer some courses. Some of them are free of cost. Some of them, depending on the level. So at least they have the basic financial literacy. The same
Hmm.
applies to the others part, the business, the other staff and others. They should have the basic IT literacy. So
Okay.
they know that what is IT and how it is going to work. And
Hmm.
then from there, they can move forward. Because
Hmm.
बहुत सारी opportunities आप miss कर देते हैं because you do not know.
Hmm.
अभी भी ये होता है कि फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट में अगर आपके प्रिंटर में पेपर फंस जाए तो वो दे आर कॉलिंग आईटी गाइस टू कम एंड टेक आउट द पेपर. And
Exactly.
I'm quite surprised that how this is going to be done. Um, I can give you an example of one of the big companies, multinational companies. Uh, there
Okay.
is a there is a guy who's head of digital transformation, and I was talking to him, and he mentioned that he's a struggling. He's a CFO, and he says he's struggling too much on that. So
Okay.
these things are there. You have to put the right resources at the right place
Hmm.
to get
Hmm.
things done. And if you don't have the resources, COVID-19 has given you the opportunity to build more skills, and then you
Exactly.
can actually I mean, after the lockdown, if you come out as the same person what you are, a bit
Hmm.
heavier after eating
Yeah.
so much, then
Yeah.
I mean, it's your fault. You should develop
Exactly.
more skills, and you
Exactly.
should get things moving.
Hmm. So I have been also advising a lot of people that start building your own skills as per if you're good at development, start learning graphic designing or content writing or whatsoever other skill, right? And some of the students were asking that if we are CS student, right? So how we can learn other skills which aren't related to computer science. So it is very important for an entrepreneur or a business person. He should have the knowledge of finance, he should be good at the content, he should be good at time management, he should be good at how to manage the team, and before that he should be having some of the basic information so that जो उसके पास अपना knowledge और experience है वो आगे उन team पे convert कर सके. So majorly
Yes, sir.
many of the people those aren't aware and they step right after their graduation into entrepreneurship and think that they know everything. Those are the people who are taking this entrepreneurship word, we called it, to wannabe entrepreneurs. They just want it to be because of the fame, but they don't know how to manage each and everything. Okay, so coming back to the digital transformation as we were talking about, so what opportunities are while sitting at home for all those students and for those SMEs, business builders, so they could just sit at home and start doing if they have the minimum investment.
They can look at the different areas. If you look at after COVID-19, the things will be changed forever. Uh, the future is in IT and agriculture, and you would surprise that how these two are linked.
What about
But the
health?
thing is that
After this COVID,
uh,
most of the people will be investing in health, I guess, in health related startups or
health
health related
health is one
organizations.
thing. Health is definitely. I'm coming to that one. The
Hmm.
thing is that IT will provide you the tools to operate in different areas, and
Hmm.
agriculture will ensure that you have the local food supply chain that is
Hmm.
there. In
Hmm.
case if there is a disruption, there is any pandemic later on, then at least you have the food secured. Number one.
Hmm.
नंबर टू वी हैव टू चेंज आवर ईटिंग हैबिट्स हमारे पाकिस्तान में या ओवरऑल कहीं पूरी दुनिया में भी यही है that we have been eating to fill our stomachs and we are not
Hmm.
eating to build the immunities. So
Hmm.
for that we have to look into that what we are eating, and we should eat the quality food rather than we eat the quantity. So that is these are some of the areas. So health is definitely one of the area where we can utilize the artificial intelligence and machine learning,
Artificial
and we
intelligence,
can
yeah.
improve on that. And
Hmm.
the doctors actually can pool the resources and they can check many patients. um, Again, it's the matter of screening. So if you go to a clinic, you will find out of 100 patients, 90 are those they need very basic treatment, right?
Hmm.
Like Panadol and this and that, and they can just get well easily.
Hmm.
Only 10% patients are those for whom you have to really work on that, and then the doctors need to spend their time on them. So what needs to be done is that there should be remote health services. There will be virtual education. So people should have, again, going back to my comment that you should have basic financial literacy, you should also
Hmm.
have the basic health literacy. If you don't
Yes.
have that, then you will have all these problems.
Hmm.
मैं आपको सिर्फ एग्जांपल देता हूँ quickly about coronavirus. Everybody is
Okay.
scared that is too
Hmm.
dangerous, is deadly.
Hmm.
Again, the point is that is it contagious? Yes, it is. Is it
Hmm.
deadly? Yes and no. And why
Hmm.
yes? If you have weak immune system, if you are elderly, then there are higher chances that you will have a fatal problem. If you have a strong immune system, if you are okay, if you're eating right, if you're not smoking, if you're not drinking, then the chances that you are contacted by the coronavirus and you will recover.
Hmm.
अगर आप recovery rate देखें तो recovery rate is
Hmm.
quite a lot of
Yes.
many hundred thousands
Yes.
people have recovered out of
Recovered.
3.2 million
Yeah.
or 3.3 million as of today. A
Hmm.
lot of people have recovered, and the death is roughly about 150,000 or between 150 and 200,000. So the things that as Donald Trump says many things, but one of the things that he's saying, I would say that if you fear something, then you will die basically, right?
Yeah.
So they have to look into that. You have to maintain the social distancing. Agar aap Vietnam mein dekhein, there are 270 cases for last 3 weeks. There has been social
Okay.
distancing. Cases did not increase significantly. As of today, we are
Hmm.
only 270 cases with no fatality, no deaths, right?
Nice.
How it
Yes.
is possible is just the basic awareness, right? So that is
Hmm.
just like that.
So over here, it has been announced that there will be soon this lockdown will be over, and some of the areas are people are just running here and there, and the cases of the coronavirus affected people are getting more and more. So how could people then be safe from it? If this lockdown ends, and if this lockdown is going to be, this is the way how the things will be going on, तो फिर कैसे ये लोग बच पाएंगे जब इनको इतनी अवेयरनेस भी दी जा रही है, जब इनको कहा जा रहा है घर पे रहें, इनसे कहा गया है कि शॉप्स मत खोलें, but still people aren't just listening, they are doing what they want to do.
देखिए, मैं आपको एक बात कहूंगा, शायद आपको बुरी लगेगी, इस समथिंग के जो हमारे सुनने वाले हैं उनको भी शायद बुरी लगेगी। हम मुसलमानों के अंदर एक मसला है, वी बिलीव इन लाइफ आफ्टर डेथ, एंड
Yes.
we focus on the life after that. We don't focus on life what we have right now. तो ये हमारे अंदर मसला है। अच्छा, अब इससे क्या मतलब हुआ, मैं इसको एक्सप्लेन कर दूं इससे पहले कि इसको गलत मायने पहना है। लेकिन बात ये है कि एक आदमी बाहर जाता है, उसको कोरोना वायरस लग जाता है, ठीक है जी, ठीक है, उसकी चॉइस, वो गया बाहर, उसको कोरोना वायरस लग गया, अल्लाह की मर्जी, ये वो जो भी आप कहना चाहें कह लें उसको। अच्छा, उसके बाद वो जाके 4 लोगों को और लगा देता है कोरोना वायरस।
Exactly.
अब ये जिसको पहले वायरस लगा है उसको कुछ नहीं हो रहा, जो बाकी 4 में से कोई एक आदमी मर गया, तो उसके कत्ल का, उसकी मौत का जिम्मेदार तो ये है जो जिसकी बेएहतियाती की वजह से लगा है। तो हम इसको इस तरह नहीं देख रहे हैं। अभी भी जो है फोकस ये कि जी तरावियां पढ़ लें, नमाजें जो है ना मस्जिद में पढ़ लें, ठीक है जी, बहुत अच्छी बात है, बहुत अच्छी बात है, आप करें। लेकिन अगर किसी की वजह से किसी को वायरस लग गया और उसका इंतकाल हो गया, तो उसकी मौत का जिम्मेदार कौन होगा? तो इसको इस व्यू पॉइंट से जो है लोग नहीं देख रहे हैं। हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने भी नमाजें घर पे पढ़ी हैं और तरावी उन्होंने सिर्फ 3 दफा पढ़ी हैं। तो मतलब ये बड़ी लंबी बहस है, हम रिलीजियस साइड पे नहीं जा रहे, लेकिन इसकी जो लॉजिकल साइड है वो यही है। देखें, वियतनाम में भी इसी तरह हुआ था 1 महीना पहले, कि उन्होंने जिस बिल्डिंग में कोई वायरस का केस सस्पिशियस या कंफर्म केस होता था उसको लॉकडाउन कर देते थे। उसके बाद उसके अगर वो सस्पिशियस केस है, अगर वो कंफर्म हो गया तो फिर हर एक का टेस्ट किया, उसके बाद अगर उसमें से कोई सस्पिशियस है तो फिर भी उसको लॉकडाउन रखा। अगर अपार्टमेंट बिल्डिंग है, अगर एरिया है तो एरिया को बंद कर दिया, एंड देन दे मैनेज टू मेंटेन द केसेस 270 ओनली, एंड दिस इज व्हाट यू कॉल स्मार्ट लॉकडाउन। पाकिस्तान में भी यही होना चाहिए, लेकिन अब पाकिस्तान में हुआ क्या, लॉकडाउन में शुरू के 15 दिन तो लोगों ने तफरियां मनाई, पिकनिक मनाई की, ठीक है जी, व्हाई डोंट यू स्टे एट होम। तो वो वहां पे हमारे यहाँ तो एक तो ये जो है कि जी जब तक बाहर नहीं जाएंगे वो लोगों को सुकून नहीं मिलता। आई थिंक आई स्टेड एट माई होम फॉर अबाउट अ वीक विदाउट गोइंग आउटसाइड एट ऑल। मैंने तो अपने घर का दरवाजा भी नहीं खोला, आई वाज एट होम एंड आई वाज जस्ट डूइंग थिंग्स एवरीथिंग while sitting at home. And why to go out? And it's not that I'm not allowed to go out. I'm allowed to go out, but I did not go out because everybody, we are working from home. So it's better that you just better be safe than sorry. But unfortunately, we think otherwise. So ये थोड़ा सा हमें अपना mindset change करना पड़ेगा.
और लोगों को ये पता ही नहीं है कि इट्स नॉट द कोरोना वायरस जस्ट ऑन द सर्विसेज, वी बीइंग द ह्यूमंस वी आर द कैरियर्स फॉर इट। हम ही हैं जो एक दूसरे के इसको लेकर एक दूसरे को अफेक्ट कर देते हैं। ऐसे नहीं है कि वो तैयार बैठे हैं हमें अटैक करने के लिए, वी आर द कैरियर्स फॉर इट।
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
just a few more 2 minutes because we have to end and wind up this session in 30 minutes. So what message you will be giving to the youth regarding all of this our conversation, or what a message you will have to say about the upcoming youth or the people who are already doing the businesses?
देखें, एक तो हमारे हमारे मुल्क में जो है एक डायलेमा है कि जी हमने डिग्री लेनी है, डिग्री लेने के बाद हमने नौकरी करनी है बड़ी जबरदस्त किस्म की, अगर हमने नहीं की तो बस हमारी जिंदगी बेकार है। सो दिस इज नॉट लाइक दैट। अच्छा, जब मैंने अपना करियर स्टार्ट किया था उस वक्त भी ये था कि जी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी कर लो, देन नौकरी कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो, देन आई डिसाइडेड दैट आई एम नॉट मेड फॉर जॉब. There are people who can do only job. There are people who cannot do job. They have to do their own business. So people have to look into this and they have to find they have to develop multiple skills. एक जमाने में
Point.
कहता कहा जाता था कि जी specialization and this and that, but right now this is the time of generalization. And why
Hmm.
is this so? Because they can specialization important है बिल्कुल. You have to have one core skill, and
Hmm.
after that you need to have the skill set in different areas. अगर आप finance में you don't know IT, then you're dead meat. By
Hmm.
2030 there will be no accounting profession. Everything
Okay.
will be automated, and
Okay.
blockchain and all these things will come in
Hmm.
action, and then everything will be automated. So then
Hmm.
there will be no bookkeeping, so that means accountants will
Hmm.
go out of job. Lawyers are going out of job. अगर आपको पता
Hmm.
होगा कि in US they have the system, IBM Watson का शायद आपने नाम सुना होगा. You are in CS,
Yes.
so this is basically
Yes. Yes.
artificial intelligence, machine learning software. So they are
Yes.
actually making the doctors and lawyers redundant, because the
Hmm.
accuracy with which IBM Watson can diagnose the disease is roughly about 90%, whereas the
Okay.
biggest doctor, the most successful, the most competent doctor cannot go beyond 70-75%. So this is
Okay.
something that is going to change. So we have to look into the new emerging technologies. एक जमाने में I think you are too young to know that. Of course, even for me, I saw the end of the typewriter. But at one point, if you ask your parents, they would tell you that एक जमाने में जब जॉब एड आते थे तो उसमें ये होता था कि जी टाइपिंग एंड शॉर्ट हैंड आना चाहिए. And
Okay.
short hand, who knows shorthand? I don't know, right?
Hmm.
Typing, right? Can I do
Hmm.
the typing? Yes, probably on a typewriter, probably, but
Yeah.
I would make so many mistakes, right? Because I am not designed to use the mechanical typewriter, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
the things are changing. अब आगे भी जो है इसी तरह बहुत सारी चेंजेस आएंगी. एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने के लिए आपको एक ऑल राउंडेड एक्सपर्टीज आनी चाहिए. अगर आप
Hmm.
आईटी में अच्छे हैं तो उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आप बहुत अच्छे एंटरप्रेन्योर होंगे,
Hmm.
क्योंकि आपके
ऐसे ही
फाइनेंशियल स्किल्स अगर नहीं है, आपकी मार्केटिंग स्किल्स नहीं है,
एग्जैक्टली.
वंडरफुल आप प्रोडक्ट बना लें, इट्स यूजलेस. ठीक है जी.
ऐसे ही.
अब मैं आपको एक सिंपल सी एग्जांपल देता हूँ बिफोर वी फिनिश दिस. आप नोकिया की एग्जांपल ले लें. सिम्बियन इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम ऑफ मोबाइल फोन. It's
यस.
way ahead of its time, and
Hmm.
where it is now is gone, right?
Exactly.
Why?
Hmm.
Because they did not develop themselves further. They thought they are the market leader and they are
Hmm.
out, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Take an example of iPhone. iPhone was asking Samsung to make the mobile phone, and now Samsung is the competitor of iPhone, right?
Exactly.
So you can see
Yeah.
that, I mean, things change and you have to be agile. And that's what my organization name is.
Yeah.
DRGA is development, resilience, growth, and agility. So we have to
Yes.
focus on all these areas. Otherwise, you will be redundant. You will be out of business.
Hmm. Thank you so much for giving us your precious time, and we look forward for all others people who took out of this session very interactive. Anyone who has some of the questions, they can simply ask us on comments, and we will be providing you with the best answers we got. Again, thank you so much, Dr. Rizwan, for joining in live.
Thank you.
And take care, stay home, be safe, and we all wish this lockdown as soon as possible without any further
Inshallah.
deaths. Inshallah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ji. Assalamu alaikum.
Ahmed, if you could just end this call and you could just leave this chat too, all right?